Today is September 16th, and I'm going to be using some of my bowls, and I'm going to pick. The garden was pretty wild. I let these two perillas grow, and they completely blocked the entranceway. And now they are the bees that are keeping everything and everybody out of here. But I've been able to walk through it. So let's go and hope that I don't get stung. And by walking through it, the essence of the perilla goes all over my body. I can't barely get through. And it's like an insect repellent. Now, this was the raised bed that I had started with the old compost. And I let it spill out all over the straw-strewn path. And all of this needs to be pruned. None of these are going to make it, so I'm going to cut all of these out. And I'm sure underneath here there's a lot of tomatoes. Now these could have been store-bought tomatoes. You know, the kind that come together on the vine? They are so delicious. And in here are all my herbs that the tomatoes collapsed into. And then down here is my yellow plum tomatoes. And, oh, I think there's eggplant in here. And here I'm starting some flowers. I don't know if they'll even germinate. And my lettuce is going to seed here in the cold frame. And I planted borage in here to attract bees to germinate my tomatoes. Let me see if I can get over here. And while I was camping, my fall crops kind of got beaten up a little bit. Something ate my pak choy. This is a mess I have to clean up. But let's see here. You know, this isn't too bad because most of the zucchini, oh, look at this. Most of the zucchini got zapped by the borers, but because this was up in this raised bed, see this here? They weren't damaged. And look at these beautiful yellow pear tomatoes. And let's see over here. Now, so this got hit. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. Holy smokes. See, they're all hidden in here. This got zapped by mildew. And I think there's eggplant in here too. Yeah, there should be eggplant somewhere here. Look at this. There's eggplant. And more perilla grew here. Now this is hilarious. Look at this one plant. If I can get in here, and I better pick this, look how huge these eggplants are. And a lot of my lettuce is going to seed. And my Swiss chard was phenomenal. I mean, really, really good and healthy. You can get a good shot of that. And those are my brandywine tomatoes back there. And there's some dill that I allowed to just grow by itself. Also some red lettuce. And let's look at my string beans. Look at that. There's just tons of string beans to be picked. I was away camping all week at Hither Hills. And look, my garlic is starting to come back up. Wow. Just tomatoes everywhere. I guess I'm going to be canning tomatoes. And I planted white alyssum here because white alyssum attracts the Hoover fly, which is a friend of the garden. And look, something came in here and ate that zucchini. But let's see, I've got some cucumbers in here. Lots of borage came up all by itself. And the borage is the protector of the garden. Here's all of my asparagus. I bet you there was asparagus I could have picked and eaten this summer. And this is a disaster that I have to clean up. In here I planted a lot of nasturtium to protect everything. So they did well. And look at this, I've got some peppers. Some peppers growing in here. I don't know what happened to my basil. Yeah, the basil did not do well. I have to investigate that. And tomatoes here. Look at this. One stinky ear of corn. One ear of corn. I should pick that and eat that. And of course the morning glory got carried away in here, and so did that darn Asiatic bittersweet. This needs a lot of work. And you know, all my tomato plants that were on these poles, they just caved into all of this mess of lettuce and borage. And see, there's tomatoes down there. Let's see if this is still good. Yeah. So I got a lot of work to do out here. Going away camping for a week really turned this into a wayward garden. So let's see, I'm gonna have to put up some eggplant. I don't know if I have any strawberries left. I see a strawberry over there. And my compost pile that I made out of plastic fencing that I found in the garbage. Turned out to be a great thing for me. I didn't have to go build anything with wood. And my blueberries and my parithium and my fig plants, they're doing okay. So this is a lot of work, boy, let me tell you. And every time I come out here and hit my head on this, I think of my sister-in-law, Patsy. Thanks, Pats. Hope you're doing good.